It's on Blue Black Records. I think it's his own label, actually. Dylan Rhymes and Revolver. And I've got a feeling we're in email hell once again, but you can try john.peel@bbc.co.uk. The thing is, which we don't understand, and nobody else seems to either, although Sheila's brother Paul's having a look at it at the moment, but I think he's baffled also, is the fact that it works when we can use the ISDN lines, but when it won't connect. When you're just having to use the regular lines, and it doesn't matter how often you try it, it just doesn't do it, and it's most irritating, but we'll keep working away at it anyway, and at least in tomorrow night's programme, which will come to you from our London studio, we'll be able to do emails then, but send them anyway, because obviously we get them, tomorrow or whenever. Right, Herman Dune, debut session. It says, this is Herman Dune's debut Peel session. This is Lynn, of course, writing this. The band is a trio made up of brothers David-Ivar and André Herman Düne, both of them of North Europe, as they would be, obviously, if one was, the other would be if they're brothers. North European Jewish origins, thought I'd point that out, Lynn. And their friend Ome, and they all live in Paris. The brothers list amongst their influences their family home in Dalarna, Sweden, for silent space trees, the German writer Franz Jung for expressionism and Dada, and bands like the Velvet Underground and Sebadoh. Their latest album, Turn Off the Light, was released at the beginning of August on Prohibited Records, and very good it is too. Herman Dune will be touring the country between December the 4th and 14th, and they're going to be visiting London, Bristol, Birmingham and Brighton. Details to follow, as they say. And here's the first tune from them.
I was struck that night, seeing you bare feet, hitting each other from behind. If that's the rule of the game, and it's not a matter of a promise, it's not a matter of faith. We used to stick together like fingers on a hand, and I've got all of your numbers, but I wouldn't dial them. Got all of your numbers, but I wouldn't dial them. I used to call you brothers, I used to call you friends. Where is now you're dead, and my enemies instead have got a golden heart that you're not worth a trying. See you never. All of you brothers have got all of your numbers, but I wouldn't dial them. Got all of your numbers, but I wouldn't dial them. And I've got all of your numbers, but I wouldn't dial them. And I've got all of your numbers, but I wouldn't dial them.
Well, now that seems to be called Numbers Number 3. It's the first tonight from Herman Dune, and in case you can hear voices in the background, that's my brother-in-law Paul and Anita trying to sort out the computer, which they're doing. There you go. They're doing rather loudly. There was a time when we spent a great deal of energy in chanting down Babylon. I was always rather in favour of Babylon because I felt it had got like football and takeaways and things like that, of which I rather approved. But let's do it one more time. This is Silford Walker. Poor Danny, who's taking care of business in London, must be having a terrible time with all of these records I seem to be playing tonight with long pauses in them. That's Rawakari, I guess it is. I mean, I don't know. R-A-W-A-K-A-R, Rawakari? Who can say? W-A-K-A-R-I, anyway. On Elf Cut Records from, thank you very much, from Brussels, from the EP Ikebana. I don't know how the correct pronunciation, but anyway, the title I can give you is Brownies. Why don't you just shout, Pig? I'm only on the radio. Brownies in Vegas. And tonight's session coming from Herman Dune. This is Don't Look Too Deep Into My Eyes. Little lady.
My lover is sweet as sugar when she comes down my street. The people watch her, but I'm not jealous when I see her. She's even more gorgeous when we are together. What do you crave for in the land of plenty? What do you crave for when your drawers are empty? Our days are numbered, our nights too. Who will work or pray for you when it's late? And I'm packing up, 'cause it's soon early. I hate to think of the time when I had a TV. My lover is sweet as sugar when she comes down my street. The people watch her, but I'm not jealous when I see her. She's even more gorgeous when we are together. What do you care for when you're 20? What do you care for when you're 70? Me, I'd rather eat next to a pipe smoker than have to have a seat close to a meat eater. But that's all. The morning comes, the sexes rise and fall. Don't look too deep into my eyes. My lover is sweet as sugar when she comes down my street. The people watch her, but I'm not jealous when I see her. She's even more gorgeous when we are together. When we are together.
I must go and see them when they do that little tour towards the end of the year. That's Herman Dune in session. 3 more from them before the end of the programme. That one was Don't Look Too Deep Into My Eyes. And there's a new single from Mellis which arrived in the post this morning, and I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but if it's any good I'll stick it in tomorrow night's programme, and I have no reason at all to assume that it won't be good. But on their label, Asylum Records, this is Evans and Jim Never Fixed It For Me.
First I wanted to dance with the village people. Then I wanted to ride like little
Echo Boy from the LP Volume 2 on Mute Records, and that's called Make the City the Sound. We're now having a bit of an argument about Dum Dum, because I think Dum Dum is in India, but Anita, the producer, has found a place in the Atlas called Dum Dum, which is a minuscule, it's probably very big actually, but in the Atlas it's very small indeed, like a pinprick really, in the middle of the Java Sea or the Malay Straits or something like that, a minuscule island miles away from anywhere. But why would they have been making records on a minuscule island miles away from anywhere? I mean, even back in the 30s, whenever that record was made, they had a better grasp of marketing than that, I think. But there you go. I'm sure there is a Dum Dum in India, which is where that record was made. Does it matter? It doesn't really. It's set, well,
Dum Dummer.
there's a what?
A Dum Dummer.
Well, Dum Dum and Dum Dummer, and, you get and a Dum Dummest. Okay,
There's a Dum Dummer in India.
what's that?
God, there.
Dum Duma, I bet that is, actually. But obviously, my knowledge of Indian matters, I'm afraid, doesn't extend far beyond the cuisine, which I'm rather ashamed to have to admit. This is, one of these days, though, I shall go over there and learn all about it. This is Herman Dune in session, How Things Slide.
slide on the muddy way in front of us. See how things slide on the muddy way in front of us. It seems like there's someone trying to bring them back to where they belong. How fast, how mucked up, short is the path with so many ways. Can you tell me where I belong? Now, can you see it in the blue of my eyes, or in the tears inside? See how things slide on the muddy way in front of us. See how things slide on the muddy way in front of us.
That's really nice. Herman Dune in session. I like that guitar play very much. Unfortunately, because of the strange restrictions of the computer and the amount of information it's prepared to print out, we don't really know which Dune it is that actually plays guitar. But anyway, whichever it is, excellent. In fact, as the entire ensemble is excellent. That's called How Things Slide. And when was it? It was on Sunday night. I was at the Royal Festival Hall to see... oh, goodness me, what are they called? You on?
Delgados?
Yeah, I know about the Delgados. Clear Lake. That's Clear Lake. Clear Lake, and who are excellent, very good indeed. I thoroughly enjoyed them live, and was astonished to discover that they are, or had been in the past, Not Bit of Wood. And as Not Bit of Wood, they'd released a single, which I played quite a bit, and we'll play again in tomorrow night's programme. Very good indeed. And the incredible string band played also, and they're going to be doing, in fact, I think they've done a session for us, but I don't know when's it, Nate? Do we know when the Incred session's going out? Never mind. So I'll get back to you on that. And the Delgados, a considerable show with a great battery of assistants and extra musicians and so forth, and a stupendous night for all. But at one stage, when the Increds were playing, because that's what the old hippies like myself call the Incredible String Band, while they were playing, I was sitting talking to some fella on the edge of the stage, and he mentioned Dr. Strangely Strange. Now, that was a band, and you don't often hear their name in polite conversation these days. You didn't really back then either, to be honest. But he said that their LP, Kip and the Serenes, was a bit of a rare record, a bit of a collector's item. So that seemed like as flimsy a reason as I need to play you a track from it.
Friends greet you on the way, say, there you go, there you go.
As I mentioned last week when I first got this LP, I just sat in here in my studio at home and just listened to the thing from start to finish, grinning from ear to ear and occasionally laughing out loud for the sheer pleasure of it. The Fall, and that's called WB, William Blake. I assume, well, I did think it might be William Body, who wrote a series of excellent books about Brooklands, the racetrack, but obviously not. This is Herman Dune in session. Am I going to play the right one? This is Stealing the Bride. Part 1, actually.
2 years for 2 nights makes no difference to me. But what do I know? I watched over her by the candlelights, 'cause she's so sweet to see. And the rain sang low. She didn't really lose her head, but we used your bed. Dresses in black, silence, distance, understanding. We didn't close an eye. No turning back. She really didn't lose her head, but we used your bed. Then I took the train to your country, for there was another girl I had to see. But I looked for you. I looked for you. Every man has
On Primeval Records, The Course, from an EP called the Global Recon EP, and that was Chaser. Before that, it was The Wisdom of Harry, and the final track, actually, from the LP House of Binary. It's on Matador Records, and that was simply The Wisdom. And this is the last from Herman Dune.
What you do you think it's fun? I don't. I trust you to make me feel bad in those times when I feel bad. You said what I wanted from you, I may easily get it from another than you. From them I don't want nothing. Lazy boys don't stand a chance with you at all. Lazy boys don't stand a chance with you. What you do is giving kicks in me heart and hurt. You hit from behind my back just to see you makes me shiver as a knife through the palm of my hand. Lazy boys don't stand a chance with you. Boys don't stand a chance with you. Lazy boys don't stand a chance with you at all. Lazy boys don't stand a chance with you.
Herman Dune in session, and that's called Lazy Boys Don't Stand a Chance. And if you're listening in Paris, lads, thanks very much for this. And I look forward to more of them too. Excellent stuff throughout. And tomorrow it's Naught.